Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the lecture on public policy and public administration. What is public policy? Public policies are the decisions or actions taken by the government for the public. So uh, it is a goal-oriented decisions taken by the government. So policies are created by leaders, sometimes the administrators, when in the case of delegated legislation like this. So, uh, policies are the decisions taken by the government. Is it clear? And what is administration? Leadership creates policy or making policies for the public, which is called as public policies. And administrators implementing those decisions which are made by the leaders. Okay, so public policy is a significant part of public administration. In our daily life, we usually talk of various government policies such as um, education policy, national health policy, agricultural policy, etc. So public policies reflect government's long range plans and values that should be adopted in various fields of national life. Sometimes the decisions are values based on their belief, based on their uh, speculation, uh, like that. So uh, they serve as goal attainment instruments. So public policies are goal attainment instruments. Through the policies, government uh, is uh, going to attain some goals. So policies give concrete shape to the general and often vague objectives of administrations. Sometimes policies may be right decisions by the government. So it is a concrete shape. It gives concrete shape to the government. Sometimes policies may have some problems. Um, the government will not get an attained um, result from the implementation of those policies. So we can say that those policies may be vague or sometimes an unclear decisions by the government. So we can't say that all policies are crystal and clear right things. That's why. So government seeks to provide goods and services to the people by means of policy. So administration, how the administration is going on through the policies. So government seeks to provide goods and services to the people by means of policies. Public policies are reflected in national budget. So when the national budget is prepared, government uh, may show uh, their uh, interest in giving uh, chance to more uh, companies, more job opportunities, more facilities to the public. So some kind of policies uh, will be announced in the budget, and so in that sense we can say that public policies are uh, wish list of needs and desires. Policies are dynamic in nature. They are concerned with moving society towards various goals. So it is clear uh, that the policies are guiding factors of a government. Um, some policies involve some an enormous cost in its implementation, um, like an irrigation project. It may cost a heavy budget, so it will reflect as a tax cost to the taxpayers. So uh, or the building of roads, dams, etc. So um, policies sometimes is a involve a major or enormous cost in it. So um, they sometimes decide to maintain the status quo, the existing position, preservation of status quo. In that cases, it also a policy to maintain the status quo and not to give more uh, uh, um, uh, tax to the public. Public policies affect uh, people in their social, economic, and political spheres of life. Hence, general public is much concerned with government policies uh, and as legislatures, administrators, interest groups, and media and others. So people have a major role in making policies. So their feedback is a significant part of uh, making or alternating every policy. Policies reflect public opinion, which is expressed through elections, political parties, media, etc. So, a policy serve as a basic guide to action that is adopted and followed by administrators to act in line with the legal requirements in realizing the desired objectives. So, we can say that policies are uh, very significant part of administration. So that is the exact relationship of public policy with public administration. Public administration, while considering as a subject, is a scientific study of politics, of institutions, structures, and organizations. It is concerned with the organization and their activities and the behavior of administrative agencies and officials in the conduct of government. So, public administration includes the study of how bureaucracies interact with the other political institutions and how the political and legal context of administration is working and how the organizations structures and the governance structures affect the actions of the government. So we can say that public policy answer the question of how the system is working, how the government is functioning. So that are these are the questions uh, carried out by the public administrationist. So public administration is a broad area of study. It covers all the aspects of government, all the aspects of administration, uh, including working of government, its structures, its processes, etc. So, welcome to the public policy. Public policy focuses on the analysis and explanation of government and government non-government responses to the public. Means public policy is treated as a means for the interference of government to the public. Through the policies, government is giving their uh, goods and services to the people. So, public policy focuses on the analysis and explanation of those responses, means their actions or decisions. So, it seeks to explain how the institutions, organization, and the public interact with the various governance structures to develop the policies that they do. So, it also investigate, or it also evaluate the policies after implementing, and its results. What will be the results, or how the people responds towards the action of the government. So it also concerned with the evaluation and impact of these policies on citizens and governing institution and organized interest. So we can say that public administration is a broader area, and public policy is only a focused area. It covers only the policy making, implementation, and evaluation aspect of the public policy. Public administration is a set of process, structures, functions, methods, and procedures. It is particularly the implementation of public policy and the examination of the strategies and the choices associated with that process. So, public administration is a set of processes. So, lots of process are there in the public administration. It also examine the structures, functions, and methods, sometimes the procedures of the government activities. It is particularly what is public administration mainly deals with the implementation of public policy. So implementation is a major role of administration. So it is particularly the implementation of public policy, and thereafter the examination of the strategies and choices associated with the implementation of public policy is the major concern of the public administration. But what is public policy do? Public policy generally consists of the set of actions, plans, laws, and behavior adopted by government. So it is a particularly it is focusing on the actions or the laws or the plans or the decisions or the behavior of government. uh, and it is a process about selecting strategies and making choices. Sometimes government uh, is uh, selecting some kind of strategies to adopt a policy, or making a policy. They need some kind of strategies, they need choices. So it is concerned with the choices and strategies. So we can say that plans, laws, and behavior, uh, those behavior, plans, laws which are adopted by a government, we can say that it is a part of public policy. Public policy consists of a set of actions, uh, means plans, laws, and behavior adopted by a government for the public. So public administration is detailed and systematic execution of law. Every particular application of law is an act of administration. Administration is the most obvious part of government. It is government in action. It is the executive, the operative, the most visible side of the government. So public administration is the significant part of the government. Through the administration, every activities is done by the government. So administration is the significant part of the government. So for what purpose public administration exists? It exists in a political system for the accomplishment of the goals and objectives formulated by the political decision makers. So what are the goals and objectives? These are the decisions, or these are the policies made by the government. So public policies are the strategies that organizations adopt to guide certain aspects of their operations. Public organizations use public policies to direct programs and services aimed at addressing issues within the communities they serve. So every public policy is made based on or for a purpose, for a targeted group. So these the targeted group are the community for that policy. Uh, it also concerned with the evaluation and impact of these policies on citizens, governing institutions, and organized interests. So public policy also evaluating uh, the after effect of the implementation, and the concerned departments and the concerned agencies to to make more effective policies. So both public policy and public administration as a evolution of academic discipline, both public policy and public administration cut across the traditional fields of American politics and comparative politics in during the evolution of the public administration. As a subject, it has a major impact in creating more um, attention among the uh, academic sphere during the evolution of public policy and public administration. Here comes four key differences of public administration and public policy. So public policy is focused on one thing, means policy. It covers all aspects of policy from infrastructure to public opinion. It also an interdisciplinary subject, so it is closely related with economics, statistics, statistical analysis, etc. But almost its focus is limited to a particular area, that means policy. Whereas public administration, while considering as a subject, gives a broad range of knowledge and skills to the students. And public policy is a part of public administration. Second key difference is that public policy is mainly oriented on research and evaluation. Research and evaluation are key factors of public policy because when the decision makers uh, began to make a policy, at the earliest stage they start a research on a particular problem, why uh, that happens in that area. So what are the solutions to solve this problem? So they need a support of research, and after making a thorough understanding of those issues, uh, they began to make the policy. And after implementing the policy, they will evaluate the effect of the policy, or whether the government got the desired result from the implementation or not. So public policy is mainly concerned with research and evaluation. So we can say that research and evaluation are key factors of public policy. So for making policy, the policymakers must have societal knowledge on the problems of society, and so it is we can say that it is a leaders oriented uh, process. Policy making is a leaders oriented process, and the main focus of public policy or the policy makers is to create policy. So they work for creating policy. So public policy is a part of research and evaluation, and policymakers works for creating policy. On the other hand, public administration is working for the implementation of those policies. So it's all about management and implementation. So public administration is about management and implementation, whereas public policy is about research and evaluation. That is the major key differences between uh, public administration and public policy. Another major difference. Uh, the third is that public policy is quantitative, whereas public administration is qualitative. So, what is quantitative? It is based on number of data, statistical data. So, policymakers gather and analyze data for detailed problem solving. So, their main concern is um, to find out problems. To find out problems, they need data. So they first collect data from the field, and what kind of solutions is desirable to solve this problem. So they need data, heavy data from the field. So data collection is a major part, and then they analyze it, and they are coming to a point in which they making their policy a good adequate policy for the public, for the community, for the beneficiaries. So it is based on quantitative data. So quantity have a major role in policy making and policy implementation. So it is based on quantity. So we can say that public policy is a quantitative aspect. On the other hand, public administration is mainly based on qualitative. So it needs more skill in communication and interaction. And so interpersonal communication is a major factor in public administration. So this is based on the quality, how the administrators is handling or their strategy to uh, implement the policy is a major thing. So we take the case of expansion of highway. So the government decided to expand the highway in a particular area. So what will be the issue? The shop and the shop dealers and merchants and owners of the land may create some problems. So the administrators will go there and they will discuss the matters with the uh, people, and they will solve it by providing some kind of solutions to the problem. So they have the public administrators must have some kind of communication skill and interaction in uh, in making those policies which are given by the government. So here the quality is the main aspect. So public administration, we can say that public administration is mainly based on the qualitative aspect of the uh, human being. So here the administrators must have a qualitative skill, need a communication skill or an interpersonal communication skill to implement those policies. Whereas public policy is mainly based on the data analysis part. So there is a quantitative aspect of the there is a quantitative aspect, but here it's a qualitative aspect. The fourth key differences between public administration and public policy is that public policymakers have no need of experience. So their experience is not a matter. Their knowledge and their vision, their uh, their empirical mind are the basic factors. So uh, for making policy, it depends upon the knowledge in the concerned field. Whereas in implementing policy, the administrators must have an experience. The experience is making them to implement the actions more effectively. So, public administration required an experience. Previous experience is a very important thing in public administration, whereas no need of experience in public policy. So, these are the key differences between public policy and public administration. So, here we can say that public administration is the broader area and public policy is a part of public administration. So public administrators supervise the formulation, development, adoption, implementation and evaluation of public policies. But the administration of public policy is not limited to government leaders. For example, public administrators, what is their duty? Public administrators are implementing mainly the policies. So they are the administrators. So take the case of delegated legislation, the political leaders only giving a skeleton of their policies, and the bureaucracy or the administrators is actually making the policy as a actual policy. So while making the policy, the administrators formulating a decision, then it is they are developing the policy and they adopt or it put into effect and they implement it, and then after the implementation they evaluate the policy. So these are the steps taken by the public administrators while implementing a policy. So after implementing a policy, public policies should be administered. So that is another step. In this part, uh, um, public policy is not limited to government leaders, but in the administration of public policy is not limited to government leaders. In most cases, the citizens of democratic nations uh, have the ability to influence policy decisions by participating in public votes, uh, lobbying for specific causes, or petitioning their government representatives. If a public policy versus public administration issue emerge, the administrators should determine whether a more acceptable alternative policy option exists. So, alternation of every policy depends upon the feedback from the public. So, public has a major role in administering the public policy after implementing it by the administrators. Okay. Apart from developing public policy, public administrators also supervise the implementation of policies throughout the communities they affect. Communities means the concerned people. For them, the policies made by the government. They typically accomplish this using a top-down methodology. For example, if the central government enacts a policy, government pass a law or a decision is taken by the government, it is responsible for ensuring that state state administrators, the concerned state administrators, um, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, like state administrators, understand the goal of that policy. That is, the policy is made by the central government. So, it is responsible. It is a responsibility of the state administrators to understand the goal of that policy, which is made by the central government, and they should they should be aware of um, how they can achieve it, how the policy will get the desired result. So at the same in the same flow, state governments, the relationship occurs between state governments and local governments. State governments can institute some policies that deviate from central policy. But in the case of state government can make a policy. It can be a deviate policy from the central government. So it is only affecting on the people of a particular state. So it's not a matter of uh, uh, a matter of um, um, cope up with the central policy. So, but but the local government must obey the um, policy side of state governments. Local governments have less autonomy and cannot rely diverge from state or national policy. So they act under the control of state governments or central government. But so in this process, from the top to the down, uh, the policy is um, administered by the public administration system. So that is clear. These are the basic steps for creating a strong public policy. So public administrators, I said, actually public policies are decisions taken by the government. Government means political system, political leaders, including chief ministers, ministry. So the political system is authorized to make laws, make policies, makes decisions. So actually they are making their the structure of the decision. They are making the skeleton of the policy. Only the administrators are making it as a real policy. So in that sense, what public administrators do for making a policy, for an effective policy, first they identify a societal problem. For example, take the case of irrigation, water issue. So in a particular area, there is a farmers getting farmers are facing severe issues in related to the irrigation. They don't have a adequate irrigation facility. They only getting borewell waters, and it is not. Sometimes they face so many issues. So government is going to plan a particular policy. So what is the first problem? First step, public administrators do, they do identify a societal problem. If this is a problem, then collect empirical evidence that confirms the problem exists. So farmers say that they do not get adequate water, but they will analyze, they will collect empirical data, empirical evidences supporting their uh, opinion, and then investigate the causes of the problem. Then they investigate what is the real problem. Uh, there may be issue, geographical reason may be there, um, climate may be a reason, uh, soil. So they investigate the causes of the problem and then determine how the current policy contributes to the problem. So there is a policy for borewell waters for why the borewell waters is not effective, not sufficient to the farmers. So they determine how the current policy contribute to the problem. Then develop solutions based on the findings. So what are the solutions? How they can provide more irrigation support to the farmers. So they develop solutions based on the findings and analyze the options and select the best solution. So they select a best solution uh, for the problem and then evaluate the cost and benefits of implementing that solution are reasonable. So these are the major steps. So what public administrators do, they identify societal problem, then collect empirical data, and then investigate the causes and determine how the current policy contributes, and develop solution and analyze, and then evaluate the cost. So after taking these steps, the public administrators consider outside political, social, and economic factors that may affect the success of the proposed policy. If the public administrators believe that the policy can work, they start the process of putting into uh, practice. The policy uh, will be they decide to implement the policy. So these are the main major steps to make a effective policy. It's done by public administrators. Here we are discussing about some core skills which are essential for create successful public policy. So first one is communication. Public administrators need to leverage several forms of communication. Already we discussed about the what is the role of communication in the um, making and implementation of for implementing public policy. Uh, so communication is also a needable thing. Communication to get their ideas across to the people with whom they work to make policy, as well as to the members of the public whom policy decisions will affect. Therefore, public administrators must understand how to clearly articulate their thoughts through speech, different forms of media, and formal presentation. Here we can also say that the decision makers or the political thinkers also have the communication skill, must have the communication skill. They must convince the people their ideas about their ideas through the various medias like newspaper or television or radio, something like that. Another thing is the strategic thinking. Guiding policy decisions requires a broad perspective of the society that takes into account the needs of every stakeholder. Public servants who think strategically have the capacity to steer public policy in a direction that might not perfectly address everyone's concern but achieves progress towards solving pressing social issues. So, strategic thinking is a very uh, significant uh, um, skill for for making public policy and also for implementing public policy. Another is the leadership quality. So public administrators are often government officials to whom the public looks for direction. With polished leadership skills, administrators can maintain the confidence of their constituents and earn the trust of their colleagues. Communities will take the policy decisions of their public administrators far more seriously if they exhibit the ability to lead. Finally, the references. You can go through these websites and notes for more clear understanding of the topic. Okay, thank you.